Hello everyone, my name is Miss Taryn and I work at the Davis County Public Library. I work with children ages 0 to 12, so you've probably seen me in some of your preschool or elementary age programs. Recently we did a parent-child workshop called Ready, Set, Play, aimed at children ages 1 to 3, and in developing early literacy skills that they need to prepare for preschool and in kindergarten and in overall child development. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to make a sensory bag, which is one of the activities that we did at our exploratory station for that program. All right, so the benefit of a sensory bag is that they can help children develop skills as early as 6 months old. So sensory bags help your child explore the world through the sense of touch, and they help develop fine motor skills as they grab and touch and pinch and kind of feel out the world around them. Visual skills are also developed at this age as children begin to identify colors, like this little button, and shapes, like this rectangle here. All right. So these are great for babies or toddlers. They also would work for preschoolers as well. So let me tell you first the materials that you'll need for the one that we're making today. All right, so first of all, we're gonna use shaving cream, which you can use a variety of liquids in the bag. I've used baby oil, vegetable oil, regular old water with food coloring. I found that the shaving cream is the most sensory of all of the materials because the kids can really feel that foaminess in the bag, and they just want to keep touching it over and over again. So that's why I decided to use this one in our example today. Believe it or not, you will need tape, either packing tape or duct tape. Either one will do the trick. And you'll need food coloring, whatever color you like. I am just doing one color today because I don't want to mix up the bag with a variety of colors. And next, I have some foam shapes and foam letters. All right, so we're gonna put those in the bag too. And then I have pom-poms, which are super popular with kids. I have large sizes, and I have a few little ones too. All right, next I have marbles, which are fun. They're heavier. Of course, they've got that glassy look texture to them, and also they have different colors inside of them. Okay, and then lastly, well, second to lastly, I have some sequins, which are always fun. And then finally, I have a few buttons, and these are kind of small. But basically, I wanted to use all of these things in kind of a mixed bag, sensory bag, just to give you an example of the different things that you could put in your bag. So you may just want to use foam letters if you want. That's totally fine. You may just want to do sequins and pom-poms and food coloring. That's totally fine too. So each of these things helps develop literacy. You can see that they're all multicolors, so that helps with color recognition. And then also different shapes. So I included the buttons because they're a nice round shape, as are the sequins, the marbles, the pom-poms. And then I also do have a few of these foam shapes, including I have a triangle, I have rectangle, I had a square, but it may have gone. Also have a trapezoid. So, variety of options there for you. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mix in a sampling of everything. All right, so I'm gonna put in a few of the buttons. I don't have a whole lot of letters, so I want to put the letters and all the shapes in there because those are really fun. I'm just going to put all of the pom-poms in, just throw them in there. And then I want to just grab a little fistful of, whoops, sequins. Dropped a few. Now my cats are probably gonna try to grab it. Okay. And finally, just wanna put maybe 3 marbles in. And I tried to get marbles that are different colors. I kind of pre-selected these for you guys before I started the video. Okay, so I've got a healthy variety of items in here. And next what I want to do is put in our shaving cream. Now the shaving cream kind of multiplies. So I remember the first time I did a bag with shaving cream, I had to make it a few different times because I put too much in there and then I couldn't close the bag. So I may err on the side of doing too little, just so that we can get everything in the bag together. All right, so let's squeeze this in here. All right, so we've got our shaving cream. Now I'm going to put in our food coloring. And with food coloring, as you all may know, the more drops you use, the darker the colors will be. The fewer you use, the lighter the color will be. So I use like a medium amount. I think I just did 5 or 7, something like that. Now I'm going to seal it carefully. I've already got food coloring all over my hands. I can't help it. It happens every time. All right, so I have properly sealed my bag, and now I'm going to use the tape. Well, maybe. There we go. Okay, for this one, I'm just gonna do 1 layer of the tape, although I would recommend doing 2 layers. So I've done 2 layers before, and even then sometimes it's still like the bag will burst. I've also seen sensory bags where the person making the bag seals up the entire 4 sides of the bag, which is not a bad idea. So that is an FYI. So next I'm gonna start squishing it up. And you can see it. You can see the pom-poms already coming through. This is a part that you can even have your child help with. Oh, you can have your child help with any and all parts of this. So, see, we're getting the colors really mixed in there. That is pretty good. So we've got a nice light blue color here. And if you hold it up like this, you can't really see the materials too much, which is part of the art of discovery that your kids get to do. So I love how you just get to squeeze it. It has a really fun squishy feeling between your fingers. So now you can start to see things like here's the pom-pom. Up here is one of our foam letters. We've got an X here. So you could ask your child, what color is this? Or do you know what letter this is? So you may see a little bit of pink. I think sometimes the color runs on the sequins. So no big deal there. Here's a button in the corner. See a button? See if I can get all of them. The marbles tend to kind of gravitate toward the bottom of the bag. There's another pom-pom. I think I've gotten most everything. Yep, there's a few shapes on this back side here. But basically, you guys can just feel free to explore this as much as you want. You can put more stuff in here. I'll try to get as much air out of it as possible. I forgot to say that part. But feel free to add as much or as little as you want. Again, if you want your kid to focus just on one concept, feel free to just put in foam letters. There's no harm in that. So I've also talked about, so the last time I did this, I think I made 5 different types with different liquids in them. So I mentioned earlier, you can use baby oil, you can use water with food coloring, you can use sand, which is really cool. I'm gonna make a sensory bottle with sand next time. And there was another one, I forgot what it was. But yeah, baby oil, vegetable oil, that's the other one, and then colored water are also really good for sensory bags. So feel free to use any of those if you like, if you want an alternative to shaving cream. I've also seen where parents, educators, librarians, whoever that make bags, they like to create themed bags. So I found a really neat one that's winter themed. So you would get maybe like blue and silver sequins. You could use some white marbles. You could use some white pom-poms. And you could talk about snow. I've seen ones where they'll put like little action figures like Elsa and Anna in the bag, which is really fun too. You can also do nature bags. So you could fill a bag, a gallon bag, which is what I used, or a quart size if you want a smaller one, with twigs, rocks, flowers, grass, anything you want your child maybe to explore. And in that way, you can let your kid explore nature from the safety of inside, maybe they have allergies, or it's just easier to talk about these things inside a bag. All right, so I think that is all that I have for you guys today. Stay tuned. I'll be bringing more of these videos to you about how to make some of these items. They're really simple. You probably have all of this or some of this stuff at home in your child's playroom maybe. So stay tuned for next time when I plan to make sensory bottles. All right, thanks.